Okay, so going to university, getting qualified, getting a job is all good, but if you do not know that it takes more than just qualifications to get and overtime to get ahead on the career ladder, you are simply never ever going to be completely successful in your career. Hi, my name is Dave and I'm a director at a surveying and architectural firm, and in this video I'm going to tell you about 5 things that are guaranteed to ruin your career. So, trait number 1, love my warts syndrome. This is when someone has a particular flaw, but also has a willingness to flaunt that flaw rather than work on it. I used to have a colleague, used to is being the key word here, who had a dislike for working face-to-face with clients, which in an architectural firm is obviously very important. They would rather be told what to do so they could go away and work on it at the back of the office, which in itself is not a problem because some of us don't actually like working face-to-face with clients. That's okay. But this particular person would constantly flaunt that they hated working with clients, and they would always bring up that they were never going to change as if it was some sort of personal quirk. This is damaging in 2 ways. Firstly, if you employ "this is the way I am" attitude, you are never going to develop yourself. You're completely stagnant. The second issue, the consequence, is you are never going to get ahead on the career ladder simply because the benefits that you can actually provide your employer to building a business down the line are severely limited. So in a nutshell, get your warts treated. Now, if you are a person who actually doesn't like working with clients, you find it awkward, threatening, intimidating, that's actually okay. What you don't want to be doing is bragging about that. Okay, so number 2, you stop learning. Okay, so imagine you're in a race, you trained hard, you perfected your technique, and you made it to the starting line, ready to sprint towards your professional goals. But just as the race begins, you decide to take a leisurely stroll instead. You stop learning, and just like that, your career development screeches to a halt. Learning is the fuel that propels your journey forward. It's the turbocharger of progress. It's the secret sauce that keeps you nimble, adaptable, and always a step ahead of the competition. Don't let your ambitions fade away into the haze of complacency. Keep the flames of curiosity burning and watch your career skyrocket. Now, we are off the chain lucky in the 21st century. Learning is so easy. You can Google anything, and keeping in front of the general knowledge curve is incredibly simple and easy. Join newsletters that focus on your career subject. Listen to Blinkist that summarizes books. And of course, watch my channel where I talk about professional development. What I'm saying is you do not need to burn the candle at both ends to keep up to date and learn new things. Almost everything is summarized for easy intake. If there is a technical matter you need to deep dive into, then do so. But be mindful of how you use your time to educate, but make sure you keep learning. Okay, number 3 is low emotional intelligence, which is the most common flaw I see on a day-to-day basis. Imagine being in a team meeting where ideas are flowing faster than the office gossip, the air is charged with energy, and innovative solutions are being tossed around like confetti at a wedding. However, there is someone in the meeting, maybe it is you, maybe it's a colleague, who rudely shuts down most ideas without the ability to let others save face. You're essentially the proverbial bull in a china shop, unknowingly trampling on your colleagues' feelings with your lack of empathy as a result of self-awareness. While the other people in your firm and in your business and career build rapport and inspire trust, you're left standing there clueless whilst your career dreams are slowly fading away like a distant mirage in the desert. This is something that is all too common. I've been in so many meetings where managers have rudely shut down their peers who are just trying to contribute, only to have the director across the table roll their eyes in frustration. It is an incredibly rude habit. It does not help anybody else, and it does not help you progress. Now, there are outliers here. You're probably thinking about Steve and Elon, but they also run the biggest companies in the world. Most of us are not running or working for the biggest firms in the world. If you are somebody who has to raise their voice in order for someone to actually do something for you, this should be telling you that you really need to work on your emotional intelligence and probably your leadership skills. I always find it interesting how some individuals get promoted and see their promotion as a tool to boss people around. Unfortunately, these types of people don't get many promotions after that. Right, Next, the complainer. In every office, there's always someone who seems to have an uncanny ability to spot every problem, hiccup, or glitch in the system. While their attention to detail might be commendable, their constant fixation on problems without finding and offering any constructive solutions can be utterly tiring. This is so annoying and frustrating for everyone around you. Whilst potentially some of their intentions might be good, the relentless focus on the problems and their failure to contribute to the search for solutions can impede their own career development. Employees need people who can identify issues, but it's absolutely critical to be able to proactively resolve them. One of my favourite responses to a problem is, okay, let's make it work. Even though I actually don't know how to fix the problem, but I find starting with a positive mental attitude is actually 50% of the problem solved. There's nothing worse than a colleague's immediate response along the lines of, I can't do it. The people who fixate solely on the negative aspects are the individuals who not only miss out on the opportunity to demonstrate their problem-solving skills, which might be the most important thing for employees these days, but they also become known as the perpetual complainer in the office, who are a complete pain in the ass to be around. If you are one of these people, stop this right now because you are doing everybody's head in and is literally ruining your career. Okay, next up is becoming replaceable. The key to career development lies in being more than just a cog in the corporate machine. And career development shouldn't just be about working 80 hours a week in order to stand out. It's much more about embracing the multifaceted nature of your role and cultivating skills that make you indispensable. I go into more detail about this in one of my videos on how to get a pay rise, which is up here somewhere. So imagine a workplace as a grand stage production where networking, leadership, and conflict management take center stage. Imagine a workplace as a grand stage production where not only technical ability, but networking, leadership, and conflict management culminate together to take center stage. Companies, much like theatre directors, value those who can orchestrate harmonious collaborations and lead the charge in times of uncertainty. What do employees want? Employees they can trust, who can lead, who can do more than just the job. These are the hard finds in recruitment. Showing you have these rare skills transfers you from the realm of replaceable to irreplaceable. Blending your soft skills with technical ability is absolutely critical. The research shows this time and time again. Okay, so the original conclusion was absolutely terrible. But in a nutshell, we've talked about 5 things that might be ruining your career progression. If you are interested in the subject, please like and subscribe to my channel. And on that bombshell, I'll see you in the next one.